The third installment of the Women's Six Nations for this third weekend of competition. Well, so far it's been pretty one-sided in terms of the fare on offer in the Six Nations Women's Tournament. Scotland 8, England 43 the result from Friday night. On Saturday, well, France gave Italy a good thumping by 57 points to nil. Today we expect it to be a lot closer, and in many ways Ireland and Wales could be playing this afternoon for third place, because there is the table. England and France march on to their date with destiny in a potential Grand Slam. Full points so far for them. Ireland and Wales, as you can see, both on 4 points going into today's game, while Scotland and Italy round out the table.
Will be the last anthem just before we get the match underway. So just about 10 minutes to go to kick-off. Ireland women versus Wales. The Welsh team onto the pitch, led by the captain, Keris Phillips.
And the respective captains lead their sides from either end of Donnybrook Stadium. Out in front of us here in the main stand, Ciara Griffin of Ireland makes her way with the team filing in behind. And for Wales, it's the hooker Keris Phillips of the Ospreys who brings her team in, as well as the referee and the officials make their way to centre stage on a day that you feel will define whether you finish in the positive or the negative at the end of this Six Nations campaign for both these sides. England and France, well, in truth, a leap ahead and gone over the horizon. And it's a day for maybe sorting out third place today. We will pause for the anthems. significant milestone for Ireland's two most experienced players today. There's one of them, Claire Molloy, the open side flanker, and Ireland's out half former fullback, number 10, Niamh Briggs, both winning their 60th international caps, and there is confirmation of the Irish side. Bit of change in the front row with Leah Lyons and Ciara O'Connor coming in to the front row alongside Lindsay Peat. A very late withdrawal for Nicola Friday means a first cap for Aoife McDermott, wearing number 4, Railway Union, born in Sligo. Big day for her and her family as she starts in the second row. Williams, Flood and McLaughlin are Ireland's back three, and they will want to be seen with ball in hand on a perfect day for international rugby. There's the Welsh side, 7 of that 8 played in the World Cup playoff game for 7th place. The one that didn't is number 7, Bethany Lewis. And then lots of change in that back line. Snowsill has played at full pack, plays at 10 today. We'll see how De Filippo and Lake get on in the centre.
Not now.
It's still Filippo's birthday today, her 25th birthday. There, a check on both replacements benches. No doubt we will see those women throughout the game as the coaches decide to play their cards. Sarah Cox of England is the referee, running the middle. 2 IRFU appointees, Helen O'Reilly and John Carville, run the lines, and Claire Hodnett of England is the television match official. That was Lisa Newman, the 25-year-old, starting her first international at fullback for Wales, and we are just about set to go at Donnybrook Stadium. It was a very quiet and empty-looking stadium 15 minutes ago. The crowd have filtered in on what is a freezing cold afternoon in Dublin as the beast from the east starts to move in. We look for a terrific game from both these sides. They seem to be evenly matched. We're about to find out whether that is an accurate assessment. Alongside me, Ireland's Grand Slam winning captain, Fiona Coughlin. We shall hear from her in a moment as O'Connor and Ireland get the ball in hand. And it's there, or will be there, for Ailsa Hughes, and then Niamh Briggs and Inupu in the centre, and little offload to Fitzhenry, who did so well for Ireland in the 13 jersey against Italy a fortnight ago, and the ever-willing and wonderful Claire Molloy takes the ball up at 7. There's Briggs. Briggs to Leah Lyons in at prop, but also able often plays hooker, but the ball lost in contact by Ireland illegally, says the referee, and an opportunity for Fiona Coughlin.
Good control from Ireland by the start. They went through the phases. They didn't make much ground on it. I would like to see Niamh Briggs kick in behind a little bit more. It's a very inexperienced back three, and they've been exposed numerous times throughout the competition. So Niamh really needs to look to probe into the Welsh half with long-range kicks.
Yeah, by her own high standards, Niamh Briggs was off the pace against the Italians a fortnight ago, as you watch Lyons go in, and that's where the infringement happened. And Leah Lyons wearing the number 3 shirt, but will throw into this shortened Ireland line out.
That's it, yep, there you go.
That's the Welsh 10-metre line, and down it comes, but referee not happy.
You just force it on the outside.
Aoife McDermott high into the air, 6'1" McDermott. Ireland have struggled since the retirement of Maz Riley, with maybe a bit of height in that second row. Well, McDermott fits that bill at 6'1", and a big day for the Sligo woman winning her first cap today. Nicola Friday, in case you're joining us late, who was named in the second row, had to cry off after illness overnight. And we'll have the first scrum of the afternoon, and it will be fed by Rhiannon Parker, the Cardiff scrum half. And wearing 10 for Wales is Snowsill, Eleanor Snowsill, who plays fullback and 7s, real running outside half. That's a good scrum from Ireland. The scrum has been something that has been good to watch from Ireland's perspective through the first 2 games, though Wales still with ball in hand. And here is Snowsill, and she offloads to Newman, and there for Parker, and Wales keep the ball in hand, and it's in the arms of Kavanagh Williams, the 28-year-old winger who scored a try against Scotland. Wales keep the ball in hand. It's their Irish player on the wrong side. Snowsill back in the pocket, has a look to see where Ireland are and kicks over the head of McLaughlin. That's a terrific kick from the outside half of Wales, and it rolls all the way down to about 7 metres short of the Irish line, and we described Snowsill as a running out half, but that was a terrific kick.
I think this is why she'd be moved from full back into 10. It's for her kick, and this is what they're going to try and do, expose that Irish back three. You know, it's going to be a battle of the 10s in that case, because they're going to be both looking to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, Ireland's back three relatively inexperienced as well, with Megan Williams and Claire McLaughlin. Kim Flood at 15. Here's Leah Lyons. Wales try to get a woman up in the air, but it's well taken by the debutante McDermott, and the ball is presented for Ireland, and
just right here.
There for Hughes. Nupu keeping the ball in hand. Tackle comes in from Beth Lewis. Back for Briggs.
No, it's my fault, sorry.
And she got right underneath that one. And Wales have the ball. Hannah Bluck, a woman to take it on the wing, and here is Snowsill. And Ireland slow up in defensive duty. The line slow to arrive, and Wales cross the gain line. Slow ball, pick and go from Harries. Ball still in hand, and Wales up to the 10-metre line. Parker and then Snowsill, and through the hands it goes to Filippo. Taken on by Phillips. Good tackle. Malloy again to make the tackle. Wales, little gap opens up, and through it goes Butchers, and then the ball seemed to be knocked forward. Referee didn't stick out a hand. And into touch it goes out on that far side, but signs that Wales going to test that Irish midfield as well.
Yes.
And Ireland maybe a little lucky to escape on that occasion. Great tackle from Malloy.
Yeah, and Claire Malloy at her best there again. Good retained possession by Wales. They were going through the phases. They got a dog leg. Ciara O'Connor came up in the line, which created a dog leg for Wales to go through that gap, and then just a little knock on by Wales.
So with Cerys Phillips, the Ospreys hooker and Welsh captain, and Wales go to their maul, and Phillips has it in her hands at the back of that maul. Ireland skip out and turn around and go back into defensive duty, but Wales have done well, shifted to the point of attack and set it up for Parker again. Scrum half, little meeting with their back row, and they decide that they're going to take it on. And it's pick and go and pretty straightforward stuff from the Welsh, but it's effective, and it's then knocked forward. No, says the referee. Knocked back, then ball doesn't go to hand. Where's it off to? It's an Irish player. I think it was Ailsa Hughes who got it, and now it's with Fitzhenry. Fitzhenry takes it into contact, and Flood plays scrum half, and then Hughes resumes the position, and Briggs takes it on, and Lindsay Peake gets hit hard by an uprushing Welsh defence. Claire Malloy, though, there to ensure possession stays with Ireland. And Ailsa Hughes, well, the referee said the ball was there, and Wales infringe again, second time in the opening 6.5 minutes at the breakdown, and Ireland get the relief of a penalty.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hot potato there for a minute, the ball, but good by Ireland. They were looking to move it into the space, got the ball out to Katie Fitzhenry, but there's a mountain of space in behind. Wales are up quite flat in the defensive line, and that's not the distance that Niamh Briggs will be looking for off that kick.
No problem. I didn't think I could get any louder or closer.
Here we see Claire Malloy working hard to get her body on the ground, and Wales tackler assist not releasing.
Just on the end of the line for me.
Yeah, Wales last beat Ireland in the Six Nations in 2011, and the last time they beat Ireland away here in Dublin or anywhere in Ireland back in 2008. And that wasn't straight. And there is a bit of a breeze out there, just looking at the flags down at the old Wesley end, and that breeze is behind the Welsh backs.
Yeah, obviously the scrum was an area of strength for Ireland. A lot of changes in there, and this is against a very experienced Welsh team. The front five all playing Ospreys together, and then the back row all in Scarlets together. So a lot of experience amongst themselves and playing together.
Once again, a good effort from Ireland, but Wales retain reasonably easy in Harry's feeds, and then there's all sorts of movement in the back line, and Malloy had to make a terrific tackle. And it's there for Snowsill. Wales noticeably sending runners from deep and at pace as Mel Clay, the Ospreys second row, takes it on. That was picked up off the toes of the other second row Lillicrap, and there once more for Parker, and Parker sends Butchers straight through. The Scarlets flanker sets it up. Now it's the prop forward Carol Thomas, the Scarlets woman as well, try against Ireland in the Rugby World Cup. Snowsill, and through the hands it goes. There was a surely crossing in midfield there that the referee would pick up on. There was a knock on anyway, and Ireland have the ball, and it's there for Hughes, and Hughes to Briggs. Briggs' kick is not a particularly good one, and Newman had time, but time eaten up by a mistake as she tried to get her hands to the ball, but the referee happy that she knocked it backwards. Snowsill. Wales again, quick, snappy passing. It's been a better 8.5 minutes of handling from Wales than it has from Ireland, but Ireland have the ball once again, and that's a nice pop pass from Lindsay Peat to her captain Ciara Griffin, but she couldn't shuffle it on, and she's wrapped up by Karen Lake.
Ball is available.
Nupu, very good kick along the ground, well watched and dealt with by Kavanagh Williams, and she's hit hard by Megan Williams, and Wales through Harries have the ball. It's million-mile-an-hour stuff, but being played very much between the 22s. Parker, Snowsill has a little look up, knows that Williams is out of position, the winger who came up to make the tackle, and that is well executed again. Really well played by the old head on young shoulders of Eleanor Snowsill.
Yeah, Sene Nupu wouldn't be known for her kick, but the space was there, well cleaned up by Kavanagh Williams. Good tackle by Megan Williams, and Kim Flood I thought was in over the ball, but look at this inch-perfect kick from Snowsill.
It was the vision and awareness to see that Megan Williams had come up to make that tackle, not back in her wing, and quick to exploit it. Keris Phillips. And the ball doesn't go to hand, and it's Paula Fitzpatrick who comes away. Good hands from Leah Lyons, who got down well. Ailsa Hughes, scrum half, Briggs screaming for it. Nupu will get the pass away. Fitzhenry, that's good now. Flood to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with Snowsill in front of her, and the tackle comes in from Lake. Better from Ireland, up and into the Welsh half. There for Hughes once again. Briggs. Fitzpatrick, who started it. Ireland slower ball, and eventually it's there for Fitzsimons. And the referee says in from the side against Ireland and Wales. It's a cheap turnover.
Yeah, but just before that, coming from the line out, we were saying that Ireland didn't really put up defensive pods. They did there. Claire Malloy got a hand to it. Turnover ball to Ireland, moved the ball quickly out the backs. Wales were very, very narrow, and we made 50 metres.
Snowsill with the aid of that breeze and play outside the Irish 22. That's Claire Malloy's hand, and then into Paula Fitzpatrick, who got away. Well taken from Leah Lyons. Set Ireland on their way. Quick hands, Nupu in particular, and then Fitzhenry. Wales go towards the tail of that line out. Doesn't go to hand, but it will go up.
It's not straight.
It would have gone to Di Filippo, the birthday girl, the Dragon Centre, but the referee pulls it back for a crooked line out, and Ireland will have the advantage of the put into the scrum.
Yeah, there's been a number of crooked liners there. The wind isn't that hard, strong for them to go crooked. You can see what Wales are trying to do. They're trying to go to the back to get it out to their back line so they get much more distance on it. But you have to secure first phase possession.
Earn the right to go wide.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, you don't want to overcomplicate it at the start, particularly when there has been a couple of crookeds. Keep it simple for the thrower.
Wales try to get the screw on Ireland's scrum, but
just come out the same tunnel, let's go, just reset, okay?
If there's one facet of play that's been impressive from the first whistle of this championship, down in Toulouse all the way to here, has been that Irish scrum.
It has, and there's been changes in this year's squad, and they just slotted in, and the work Mike Ross has been doing with them has been really impressive. Because it is so technical, you're trying to get 8 people working on the same page and at the same time, and even the changes again today, you know, they're obviously all going through the exact same process that everyone knows their job when they slot in.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Hughes' feet, and it's at the feet of Fitzpatrick, and the scrum half with a little wrap around, and she's away and gone. Hughes has Williams outside her, didn't see her, and Williams ran ahead, but Malloy is there in support, and Ireland keep going forward. Ailsa Hughes, advantage to Ireland, and it all got a bit scrappy, and there will be no advantage. Well, terrific work from Fitzpatrick, and Hughes, the scrum half, was away, and with just one player to beat. I don't think she saw Williams on her shoulder, and the opportunity, when she did see her, was gone.
Yeah, a brilliant break off the scrum. You know, the scrum wasn't even upright, it was square up. Brilliant by Fitzpatrick to draw a little pop pass. Unbelievable pace for Ailsa there. Here we see it, just comes around, really calm, really controlled, goes out wide. Here we see the pace. She should have known that Megan Williams was there. Megan should have been screaming the ball. It's a 2v1, that's a certain try.
Still the opportunity as Lyons finds the new girl McDermott, and the maul is set, and Ireland get an immediate advantage as Wales try to bring it down. Advantage is there as Nupu looks to take advantage. Megan Williams does the clear out work, and it's there for Hughes. At least it should be there for Hughes, and the referee says it's not, and the penalty will be back from where the maul was brought down.
The maul is formed.
Yeah, so sacking the maul there by Lillicrap, and you know, it was a well set up ball by Ireland, and you would think that they would have gone with some movement if it hadn't been sacked, but they're in another good position here. Wales are not contesting the line out, so it's a free throw, so just keep it simple and secure the line out first.
And that will be the message again as Leah Lyons gets the call from Lindsay Peat, and Ireland will go to McDermott once more. Easy ball now from there. What can Wales do defensively as Lindsay Peat smuggles the ball back, and Malloy joins, and Lyons is there as well, and Ireland meander and move, and they're over the line, and it's down, and it's there for Ireland. I think it's Lyons. It is. Leah Lyons is over, and Ireland have the first try of the afternoon.
Yeah, brilliantly done by Ireland. You know, shortened line out, 5-woman line out with Ciara Griffin standing in the scrum half position. Simple ball up to Eve McDermott, and we just see it set here, Ciara Griffin, and then in comes Leah Lyons, control at the back. Claire Malloy adds a bit to it as well, and they shear off left, and Leah Lyons dots it down.
Yeah, you know, the Welsh knew what was coming, but knowing what's coming and being able to do something about it are two entirely different things. And Ireland, well, the body positions were good, the momentum was there, and once they got up that little bit of momentum, there was really only going to be one result, and Lyons gets her try. Niamh Briggs, 6 points against the Italians a fortnight ago with 3 conversions. First one of the afternoon upcoming. Trying to draw it in, got it. Terrific kick from Briggs, and Ireland have the full 7 after 17 minutes. They lead it by 7 points to 0.
Yeah, super kick by Niamh Briggs, just brought it inside the post. That puts Ireland in a great position. You know, Wales' ill-discipline when we thought that they were on the attack for so long, but their ill-discipline over a couple of phases put Ireland into a great position to score that try.
So then Snowsill will get us underway again as we head towards the end of what is a first quarter that's really flown by. And it's watched by McDermott, who's really settled into the game. Remember, she only found out this morning that she was starting. And as I say that, she's knocked it forward. Commentators curse, but she has started well in the line out.
Yeah, started well on the line, had a good take there. She probably needed to work a little bit harder on the ground to get a good body position for the girls to ruck over her. Was kind of pulled out of her hand slightly by the Welsh player, but she should have fought more with her body on the ground.
Parker will feed this Welsh scrum. There's a little look at the out half Snowsill, and there's all sorts of different positioning from her backs outside. Now that's a really good scrum from Wales, and it's controlled at the back by Harries. And Ireland, for the first time in this championship, have found themselves retreating at scrum time. And it's taken up by De Filippo. And Wales are up to the Irish 22, but Malloy has robbed it again. She is the poacher extreme. Magnificent from her, and Ireland had it in midfield. Nupu didn't knock it forward, but Wales may well rob this back. No, Nupu has, and Hughes and Briggs, and the exit job is complete as the ball should go into touch, bounces away. McLaughlin does well to put Bluck on her back, and then the ball is won back again, this time Lindsay Peat.
She was offside.
Ireland playing with a real sense of purpose and intent after, well, it was a kind of disappointing opening 4 or 5 minutes. They've turned on the gas, and it's much, much better, and the referee will go back for the penalty for offside against Wales back at that last breakdown. But Malloy first, Peat second, and Ireland doing well at the breakdown.
Position and then go.
Yeah, here we see the tackle on De Filippo by Sene Nupu, and straight in Claire Malloy over, great body position, rips the ball, and then the girls move it out wide and space out wide.
And that was where McLaughlin made the tackle, and Peat completed the job. And Briggs, a very tight angle, did particularly well. And Ireland will get the put into the line out on the throw into the line out, I should say, just short of the halfway line.
Yeah, again, that's Wales' ill discipline that's putting them back in this position when they were in a good attack in the position, and it's something they need to sort out. I think it's something that Ireland would have looked at, it is Wales' ill discipline throughout the championship, and something that they would have focused on to force Wales into giving away those penalties.
Hughes, Briggs, and Ciara Griffin in midfield runs into the tackle of Snowsill. Griffin a little bit forward momentum, and it's there for Fitzpatrick and Flood and McLaughlin. It's better from McLaughlin. She had a nervy game.
Now it's lost, Radley's.
Fortnight ago. Started well here. McDermott. Wales trying to turn this into a maul, but Ireland get to ground, and it should be there for Ailsa Hughes, and Lindsay Peat is ignored, and it goes to Nupu and then Briggs, and there's players over here. Here's Fitzhenry. Williams cuts back inside. The tackle is made by Lake. Nupu, that first receiver. Lyons had one eye on the on-rushing tackler, and a mistake from Ireland's try scorer.
Yeah, Ireland are sucking Wales in well. You know, there is going to be space out in those wider channels. Here we just see Sene's looking to move the ball a little bit flat and knock on by Leah Lyons. You can see, though, on most of the ball carries, the person that's adding momentum when the ball carry goes in is Claire Malloy again. She hit 2 or 3 rucks in a row there and added something every time.
Paula Fitzpatrick receiving a little bit of attention. Fitzpatrick, of course, played at second row as well for Ireland.
I'm going to pop the time back on, okay? Time's going back on.
Wales trying to sort it out.
Time's going on.
Lots of communication going on down there.
I'll make a mark. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. Kick in the shin, sorry.
Paula Fitz there. She's played in the front row, the second row and the back row for Ireland. She can also play 10 as well. She played a lot of her club rugby at 10. She's an unbelievable player, and she just trains so hard. She's always challenged herself to be the best she can be, no matter where a coach asks her to play.
Set.
Feed from Parker at the feet of Harries, and Wales trying to get a bit of a shove on that Irish scrum, and having done well, Ireland then came through. Hughes is causing a nuisance of herself at the breakdown, as is Malloy. 7 and 9, very disruptive for Ireland, and not giving Wales a moment's peace at the back of any breakdown as it's taken on by Beth Lewis. Scarlett's open side, and then it's Butchers, Scarlett's blind side, and then they go down the narrow side. Karen Lake try against Scotland. 1 of 3 scored on the day by Wales in what was a 1-point win over Scotland in weekend 1, winning by 18 points to 17 before they took a thumping from England by 52 points to 0. Snowsill midfield as Ireland get caught a bit narrow, and Wales look to exploit and was fingertip away from being able to do so. Ball there for Ireland, turned it over once again. Megan Williams finds herself way out on the left-hand side and does well to protect possession. Here's Lindsay Peat, little pop off to Griffin. Ireland's captain keeps the momentum going forward. With her is McDermott and also Peat and Hughes, and they're fighting for absolutely everything, Ireland. Megan Williams, from a young woman who looked incredibly tentative on her debut a couple of weeks ago, involved in so much in this opening 24 minutes. Here's McDermott. Confidence is high as
Leave it forward.
Fitzsimons is on her shoulder. Nupu will play scrum half. Here's Briggs. Fitzhenry can't control the ball. It's into the arms of Kavanagh Williams. And then Parker. And Ireland very narrow again defensively. Wales choose to come back on this side, and Hughes almost got away, and the referee says penalty.
Yeah, God, if Wales had let that ball go, there was about 30 metres that wasn't covered out there on the right-hand side, and said they took it in. Here we just see a bit of lack of communication. Katie Fitz was running a hard line in, and the pass was a bit hard. Here we see the knock-on from Ailsa Hughes, which gave away the penalty.
And that is dispatched to touch by Snowsill, and it'll be a throw into the line-out for Wales inside the Irish 22 as Niamh Briggs turns towards her own line and into defensive duty. Now, what can Wales do from here? There is their captain and hooker, Keris Phillips. Ireland trying to get Claire Malloy up to disrupt, and they get them all going. Wales, Ireland stood off it, and the referee said off you go, and Wales kept moving. And now Ireland found a way to answer it, but not until Wales have about 20 yards made, and there's another massive hit in there from Leah Lyons on Mel Clay, and the ball goes to Snowsill, and there's movement in that back line, and then there was crossing surely as De Filippo ran into Lake, but the referee lets that go as well, and Wales look to go wide, and up to make the tackle is McLaughlin, and she had to take woman and ball because had it gone wide there was no one at home defensively for Ireland, and Wales are stopped for a moment at least. Keris Phillips is put to ground, and through comes Lindsay Peat, and the referee is letting an awful lot go here. There seems to be offsides and knock-ons, and now she sticks out an arm. Here's Snowsill. Advantage being played to Wales as Ciara O'Connor is battered out of the way like a skittle, and the referee will go back. But in that engaging passage of play, you have to say the referee seemed to me, Fiona, to let a lot go.
Yeah, it looked like there was a knock-on for a pass. Yeah, offside consistently, but you know, we're here now with a penalty. Here we see this big run by Bluck, and she takes Ciara O'Connor out of it. Really powerful run by her.
And Ciara O'Connor did well to hold on. Griffin in to try and rip the ball. It was his body strewn everywhere at one point there, and not surprisingly the medical staff are on both sides to attend to some bumps and bruises. And 26 minutes gone, and what you've seen is a scoreboard reflective of,
like, Wales have had an awful lot of possession, but they haven't done an awful lot with it. When they're in attack, sometimes they attack very deep, so it's easy for the Irish defence, and at times as well they don't go wide when they should go wide. But we can see what they do. They set up a maul off a really good line out in between the two defensive pods, and they got change out of that, and I'm sure they look for the go with their maul again here.
And it will be Phillips who will throw. And up goes Clay, and Wales do go to them all. And who has it? Captain goes in at the back. Phillips. It's also number 7, Beth Lewis, who's there, and Ireland have Fitzpatrick in. And where is the ball? Referee has a little look, can't see anything, and decides it's held up. Good defensive work from Ireland, and I think Paula Fitzpatrick in particular, but also from McDermott.
Yeah, brilliant by Paula. She got herself between the player and the ball. She was working hard to hold them up. Wales got forward momentum, but there was nothing they could do because Paula was underneath the ball.
Well, still significant defensive work for Ireland to do now, because Wales' scrum has, on the last 2 occasions at least, got the nudge on Ireland. And don't be surprised to see this Welsh 8 say, we're going to hold on here. The backs may not get a look in.
Just a bit close to your side, okay? Just sit back a little bit. We don't want the pre-engagement. Just far side. Oh, I didn't see that. Crouch. Bind.
Second time of asking.
Set. Steady.
Feed from Parker. They'll go straight back to Harries, and Ireland look to get a nudge on and try and disrupt Wales, and they've done well. And the ball is there, and the referee says,
Up you come.
up you come.
Yeah, Wales were going forward with that. You know, Ireland were under a little bit of pressure. Scrum disengaged a little bit, and it's going to be Wales scrum again.
Ireland tried to get the squeeze on immediately to stop Wales from getting up momentum, but that Welsh 8, well, they've scrummed well in this opening half hour.
Yeah, as I said before, having that much time together, whether it be at club and international level, you get to know each other, and you get to know the little intricacies of how, when a player moves, how they go together. And Wales are actually lower than Ireland at the moment, and that's where they're getting their power through.
Set.
So Parker will feed. Again, Ireland, as soon as the ball comes in, get the shove on. And they turned it over. Against the head, away comes Paula Fitzpatrick. Really good work from the Irish scrum. Malloy takes it on. It's there from Ailsa Hughes, and having done all that hard work, Ireland hand the ball back. It'll be a scrum to Wales, albeit 20 metres away rather than just 5. Here was the work from the scrum in Ireland.
Brilliant by Ireland. We thought that they were high, then Lindsay Peake gets up and under, forces the turnover, and brilliant by Paula Fitz off the back of that scrum.
Time off. Yeah, just a second.
That was excellent work by the pack. Just when you set higher, it's very hard to get yourself into a low position, but they worked really hard to get low once the ball came in.
Time on.
Ciara Griffin struggling a little bit out there. Seems to have taken a bang. And she's okay to pack down on that far side.
Crouch.
And Wales will go again.
Bind. Set.
The feed will come from Rhiannon Parker. And again, Ireland get underneath that Welsh scrum. And whatever Wales had for a couple of scrums, Ireland have found an answer. And then the combined nuisance factor of Hughes and Malloy wrap up Parker, and Wales find themselves outside the Irish 22, but do hold on to possession. Taken around the corner by Amy Evans, Ospreys prop. Ireland up quickly, Nupu in particular, to make the tackle on Mel Clay. Parker, Snowsell, running a straight line is Butchers. Lillicrap into the Irish 22. Amy Evans taken by Leah Lyons. Parker goes the more open side. Good feet from Di Filippo. Ciara Griffin almost getting herself into giving away penalty territory, but did well to get back on her own side. Tackle on Butchers is made by McDermott. Wales have made some significant yardage over the last number of carries, but Malloy's in there again. She's remarkable. She is pure open side. Terrific work from the doctor who plays her club rugby in Bristol.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. Here we see the tackle. Molloy just waits for the chance, gets her hands in on the ball and forces the turnover.
I think she may have been a little lucky not to have been pinged for coming in from the side here.
Don't worry.
But she played it as she saw it. And Ireland have the turnover again.
That's really every good seven, isn't it? They take those
Sure.
risks and, you know, high risk, high reward, and it came off for her there.
Clock stopped again, and it is Ciara Griffin who's receiving attention over on that far side. She had I had a sense she walked away from that last scrum and had taken a bang, but she's been seen to now. That's Ireland's captain. She doesn't look like someone who's coming off in a hurry.
No, Ciara's made a harder stuff than that, you know, unless it was something very serious, she wouldn't be coming off that pitch.
2 tries against Italy. The UL Bows player, of course, started her club rugby in Kerry, played with Tralee, and
All right.
now captain of Ireland.
Yep.
Position, of course, that's been held by a couple of
Turn back
players
on.
over the last 12 months or so, but Griffin very much one for now and the future.
Crouch. Bind.
So Scrum Ireland
Set.
deep inside their territory, and Wales will feel, you know, having spent such a long period of time in Irish territory, to come away with nothing thus far is psychologically going to have an impact in Ireland through Niamh Briggs. Get play up to the 10-metre line.
Yeah, and Ireland's defence held strong as well. You know, I think Wales put themselves under pressure, but as much as Ireland's defence did as well. So Ireland will take great credit from that. Coming out of there, we're giving away no points when when Wales had so much possession.
Ladies, Ireland, just a touch. You're setting up on your front man. Just a touch. Thank you.
Call comes from Amy Evans to Keris Phillips. Shortened line out for Wales. And Ireland competes, and the ball back on the Welsh side, but it's
I
a
got one from
bit of
green
ping
first,
pong,
and then a
not
second
forward. I
one
think it
from
was Claire
red.
Molloy who got in the air and may have knocked it forward first. The scrum will be to Wales.
Yeah, Wales were trying a lot of movement on the ground. Ireland read it quite well and put pressure on it too. Don't know if Claire Molloy's hand actually did touch that, but we'll see it. It's
No,
Paula
it's actually Paula
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Feed for Parker. And again, Ireland get the shove on, and it's there for Harries, and then just about away to Snowsill, who did well to control the ball. Nupu up to make the tackle on her opposite number, Di Filippo. And Wales, oh, that's a mess from them. And Ireland should profit. They do. Ball turned over.
No, it came off her head. Okay. It's off her head.
Knocked forward by Ireland, says the referee, as the Irish players look in puzzlement. So the referee, Sarah Cox, clear that the knock forward from Wales was off the head,
Yeah, knock off from
and it
mine.
was off the head of Beth Lewis. Then where did the knock forward come from?
Did Lindsay Pete's hand touch it? I think she's saying it didn't.
I didn't think it did. Maybe it was Fitzsimons. Anyway, decision is made. It's a scrum to Wales.
Bind. Set.
Parker's feet. Steadier scrum. Harries to Parker and Snowsill as they flood that open side. And Snowsill, we haven't seen that for a long time, and the bounce could go against her. That's going to be unfortunate if it runs all the way out, which it does. And we'll come back from where the ball was kicked, which was inside the Welsh half.
Scrum back? Yeah? Okay. I was just checking.
The ball looked like it
Say
was
again,
heading
please,
for
Claire.
touch. The gap was there, but an unfortunate bounce in many ways for
Perfect, thank you.
Snowsill, and it hands the advantage of the momentum back over to Ireland. They'll have a scrum on the Welsh 10-metre line.
Yeah, strong Welsh scrum. They
That was
probably
good
should have got
fun.
the ball out a little bit quicker. Good vision by Snowsill that that's where the space was. The execution, it looked like it was going to touch, and it bounced back in, and that's sometimes the trouble on these pitches is is the bounce of the ball, but a good attacking position here for Ireland.
As the clock ticks inside the final 5 minutes of the first half, Ireland lead it by 7 points to 0. Wales have had lots of territory, lots of possession, and haven't been able to turn that into any points, and have had the elements as they are, and it's a wind that has stiffened at their back, so Ireland will be happy enough as Griffin feeds Ailsa Hughes and then Niamh Briggs, and Briggs with Hughes on the wraparound, and then Megan Williams watched all the way by the other Williams, Kavanagh Williams, and then into touch. The tackle came from Lake, and Ireland showing a bit of adventure and invention in attack, but it happened behind that gain line and didn't happen on the front foot, and in territory not that much gained, but still good to see Ireland with the desire to do it. Wales will get the throw into the line out.
Yeah, and that came from a very good scrum. The scrum was up on the right hand side, which meant the flanker couldn't get off to get a hand on Ailsa, was able to move the ball. But as you said, we need to penetrate that line to suck those Welsh players in, as opposed to shipping across the side of the pitch and into touch.
Front of the line out, Mel Clay claims the ball for Wales. Good maul from the Welsh. Body position's good, and Ireland fighting to try and get at them, but ball protected, and now Malloy has made her way through. And Wales need to get it out of there, and which they will. It's hit the ground, but it's there for Parker and now Snowsill. And Ireland rush up out wide. And there's a collision in midfield, and it's... Well, the referee is the judge that that's a tackle by Naupu on her opposite number, De Filippo, but to say I don't think either women really knew much about it. I think they just ran into each other, but the referee offers a penalty to Wales, and Snowsill will dispatch to touch over on this near side.
Yeah, Ireland were very fast up on defence there, which put doubt into the Welsh mind, and there was a bit of confusion where the ball was actually going. Here we'll see it again. She didn't have the ball in her hand, but it wasn't really a tackle, it was just the space that they both ran into.
Yeah. Not sure either knew. Anyway, again, decision made, and we will have the throw into the line out for Cerys Phillips, and Wales shorten line out again, and didn't look straight with the referee.
No.
And touch judge happy to let it go. Around the corner goes Lillicrap, and she's still going, and eventually she's put to ground by Niamh Briggs, but not before she gets the ball away to Clay. And Wales looking for something desperately before half-time. Briggs has taken a bang and looks to the touch judge on this side. Will follow play, and in midfield it's Butchers. Narrow side, Captain Phillips. Space closed down, tackle came in from Megan Williams. And Ireland go after it again and win it again. And it's Briggs this time who gets the slap on the back.
Yeah, a good tackle by Megan Williams, and then brilliant body position by Niamh Briggs. She's in a really strong position over the ball.
And she got a bang in the face in the last passage of play, and that brought her out to this touchline, and as soon as she saw the ball head in that direction, she got herself back in the game. Body position was spot on.
I was wondering what did she do wrong with it. She took the player down there, yeah, without the ball, so it's just a little bit the timing issue. Yeah. Yep, no problems.
Briggs with an eye problem. Clearly got a bang.
Ellen, did you say 2 green?
60th cap, of course, today for the guard from Waterford.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did a terrific serve, and sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't wear contact lenses, so it's obviously a problem with her vision. She's happy to play on, but I think she could be struggling with it.
Just drop back. She's got to take the kick.
Niamh Briggs okay to continue, and from the penalty that she won, she dispatches the ball to touch, and we're inside the final minute of the first half. And a throw into the line out for Ireland on the Welsh 10-metre line. Leah Lyons. Up once again goes McDermott.
Molo!
Lions at the back. Ireland go to the maul. Ailsa Hughes pushes the red jerseys out of the way and starts to direct the traffic.
Say Mo!
Wales readjust, go back, but Ireland have done well to sort that out, and they keep going forward. Now Wales legally put it down, and it's there for Ailsa Hughes and Niamh Briggs, and Briggs has a little look at Noob, who offers herself, and Griffin will have to go in quickly, which she does to protect possession. Hughes once more. Simons is asked to carry second row, does well, protected by Briggs, and now Nubu for Flood, and Flood should probably have kept the ball in hand, but it's there again. Advantage being played to Ireland. Presume it was for a knock forward from a Welsh hand off that kick. McDermott for O'Connor. O'Connor turns, presents the ball there for Hughes, and Lindsay Pease had to stop. And she headed towards that ball. Advantage still there for Ireland. Referee reminds them of that, and they'll take that advantage.
Okay, we'll come back for the scrum.
Yeah, I don't know what Kim Flood was thinking there with that little kick through, because she'd no one to support on the chase, so she probably would have been better off keeping ball in hand and setting up and looking for a quick ruck to move the ball back over to this side.
And the referee has a little look at her watch and a word with her touch judge. And we will play this final passage before the break.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
And Ailsa Hughes, as Wales get a push on that scrum. Here's Niamh Briggs, very slow up come Wales, and Nubu to the middle. Nubu to Fitzhenry. Fitzhenry, Nubu, Fitzhenry! She should get there! Ball recycled. Inches short. Ireland almost there.
Ball is here!
Where is it? Say Ireland to Malloy. Is it Malloy? It is Malloy. They have their second try.
Brilliant, just before the half. Absolutely brilliant. Sene Nupu right to the gap. She backed herself past Katie Fitzhenry. Katie should have backed herself from the start. She second-guessed herself. Here we see it off a scrum. Bad Welsh defence. Powered by Sene Nupu. Offloads to Katie Fitz. She really should have backed herself. She was looking for Sene Nupu on the wraparound. Little dummy. Good scramble defence by Wales. And then Claire Malloy on hand. Just pick and go over.
Malloy saw the gap. It was only an inch, but she was able to ground as Ireland, through Niamh Briggs, look to turn another 5 into another 7, which they do, and that will be the final action of the first half. A try from that woman, Claire Malloy, on the day of her 60th cap, along with one from Leah Lyons, both converted by Niamh Briggs. And Ireland go to the changing room with a spring in their step. Wales, lots of possession, lots of territory, but nothing on the board. Half-time at Donnybrook. Ireland lead it by 14 points to 0.
The team from Wales, led by their captain.
Well, we have an Irish team and we have a referee, and we're looking for a team in red, and here they come, led by their captain, Cerys Phillips. And well, there were two moments, and our panel here in Dublin reflected them in the half-time analysis that really reflective of what's going on here. The scrum for Wales down in the Irish 22 that they turned over ball, and then of course that last minute where Ireland scored a try, and Wales have gone from being very much in this game to now having to chase and chase hard.
Huge psychological moments. They go back into the change room at half-time, and it's who comes back out on this pitch and tactically plays the better game. You know, I think Wales have been a bit naive with their attack at times. They've been very, very deep. They haven't probably kicked enough into the Irish half. Ireland have been very controlled. They've had really good connection, as the panel said, in their defence, and they're putting Wales under pressure.
So 40 minutes left of weekend 3 in this Women's Six Nations, and Ireland hand easy possession over to Wales at the start of this second half. Lindsay Peat making a rare error.
Step away. Just that might be a problem. Okay.
Frustration on the face of Peat, and Wales will get the put into this scrum, a scrum that was dominating for 2 or 3 and then started retreating as the game wore on. Where will they start this second half? As the put in goes to Rhiannon Parker, and it's locked out from both, and it's a pick up from Harries, and then it's in the hands of Snowsill, and there's all sorts of movement to Del Filippo, and then she tries to offload to Bluck, but the ball goes behind her. Fitzhenry did really well for Ireland, turns it over. Flood turns scrum half, and then the ball is knocked forward by McDermott, and Wales have it again inside their own half. This is Lewis, and Lewis runs into 2 or 3 green shirts, including Malloy and Fitzpatrick. Parker, Harries, and then across the back line, and it's the winger Bluck who's playing in the centre, and then Newman outside her, and Ireland make the tackles, and possession is there for Wales again as it's taken on by Amy Evans. Amy Evans, Osprey's prop, leaves it. Snowsill trying to pull the strings, but operating well behind the gain line. Ireland easily make the tackles this time. It's on Lillicrap. Snowsill, that's better, up attacking, but the tackle again. Who else but Ireland's number 7, Claire Malloy. This time it's an angled run from Butchers that gets a little bit of territorial change for Wales. And Ireland not rolling away, so advantage goes to the team in red. They'll get the penalty and surely probe down the line and look to do to Ireland what Ireland did to them, and maybe get a maul going. There's a bit of concern for one of the Welsh players. I think it's the inside centre, De Filippo. Snowsill goes for and finds touch, and Wales will get the put into the, or the throw into the line out. There's 2 Welsh players down, one over on the far side in your picture now, and one on this near side. And there you are. And that looks like curtains, doesn't it? The hand on the head suggests that
there's one
the
far side, one down here as well.
De Filippo is in serious trouble. And over on the far side too.
Yeah, no, it looks like that hamstring is gone and causing her severe pain right in the belly of the hamstring.
Just trying to see, the referee is going across to have a look at Bluck. I think it's Hannah Bluck over on that far side, a winger who took a bang. She's okay and looks able to continue, but De Filippo, don't think it's going to happen for her. Here's Bluck. And that's just an awkward fall. I think Leah Lyons landed on her left leg.
Yeah, just prior to these injuries, the Welsh attack was again quite deep over on that left-hand side where Bluck was. There was mismatches there. Ciara O'Connor was there, and there was mismatches, but because their attack is so deep, it's actually much easier for the Irish defence. However, when we came back This way, we saw a brilliant line by Butchers, which took on the Irish defence, and as a result, they got a penalty out of it. It was a really strong, hard line, made about 5 metres, and got a penalty out of it. So Wales really need to look to penetrate the line a little bit more than looking to go deep so often.
Wales forced into making this substitute. Hannah Jones, Scarlets, will come into the game, and the birthday girl, De Filippo. There you can see her wearing 12.
Number 12, Rebecca De Filippo.
And that's where it happened.
Yeah, really
Looked innocuous, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously she was just, her leg was straight in that position and pressure came on.
No, you're fine, mate, thank you. Still a little bit of water.
Wales, of course, will take on
Oh, well, that's not water.
French, Italians still to come.
It's not water,
Ireland
is it?
with Scotland and England. Final day for Ireland in Coventry. And on the basis of what we've seen from England so far, well, there is nothing like a bit of fear to focus the mind, because if Ireland are not, well, any team that's not fully engaged and on form and with a plan and with an attitude are going to get obliterated by England. They've gone to another level.
Yeah, after the World Cup, you know, with retirements and sevens players away, you think that the level would drop, but all these young new players coming in that had played 20s have really stepped up, and they've been scoring some brilliant tries and really impressive. I think that game against France down in Grenoble is going to be huge, and I think that's going to be the deciding game of the championship, because France themselves have been quite impressive as well.
They have. As you look at the 2 tries that separate these teams, the first from Leah Lyons as she crashed over the line, the second created by Naupu, and then Fitzhenry, and we thought she was going to get there. Terrific tackle by Bluck, just held her up, but Claire Malloy, who else? The open side on her shoulder, and over she went. Both converted by Niamh Briggs, and that is what has given us 14 points apiece, as the luckless De Filippo is carried from the pitch.
So I'll pop time on first, okay? We'll give you the opportunity the ball.
Thankfully just, and obviously still significant, but a hamstring rather than
Time back on.
so often we see players leaving with stretchers, head injuries, not to be. Wales go to the maul and almost got away, and Lewis is
Use it!
the one in possession, and she just got dragged away from that maul. It almost went too quickly for her, and Wales still have the ball and still have possession, and around the corner they go again. And the tackle came in from McDermott, and now Pete will have to do her job as Clay takes it on and makes no ground. Ireland set around the fringes, Wales pump the legs. This time it's O'Connor who makes the tackle. Next it'll be Butchers to carry, or will it? No, it won't. It'll be Evans, and Evans, is she over? Yes, she is. Referee agrees. And it's a try for Wales, exactly what they needed at the start of this second half. Wales in and under the posts, and they could have halved the lead after 4 minutes of this second half.
Yeah, it came off a line out, as you said, a maul that went too fast. Evans here, she's a former weightlifter. She's full of power, and it's an easy drive over for her. But it came from their simple line out, taking it to the heart of Ireland, through the maul, pick and go, and they pick and go over for a try.
And Snowsill will surely add the additional 2, which she does, and it is a 7-point game, and exactly what Wales and I guess any neutral supporter would have liked to have seen. It means it's game on again at Donnybrook.
Okay, yeah, fine, no problem.
Great power and great support there as well. Ireland body position probably a little bit high, that they just didn't get underneath her to drive her back, but it was a well taken try by Evans.
So then Niamh Briggs gets us underway once more, and Ireland will want to get back to the pace of this game. It's been a combination of Wales and that injury mean Ireland have gone and feel a little cold as Flood comes and claims, loses her footing but has the time to get back, and Ireland need to protect the ball. They have done. Here's Hughes, and now Pete, who straightens the line. Lindsay Pete, O'Connor there, also Fitzsimons, and now it's left for Hughes.
No, leave
and
it!
Briggs into the sunshine, and Snowsill blocks it down and is able to claim possession for Wales, who have got a spring in their step, and the momentum is very much with them, and Ireland are going to have to find defence. And Lindsay Peat with a high tackle, and she knew, and the arms
Claire,
went up.
Could you check that for sanction,
the referee is going to have a look, and I'd say Ireland could well be looking at a yellow card here. Wales will continue with advantage, taken on by Harries and Peat, and Harries is away, and away goes the Welsh number 8, and Ireland have gone to sleep. Ireland to sleep, and Harries will wake them up, but not before another 5 are scored. What a start to this second half for Wales.
Well taken try by Harris. She just sees it. She pirouettes out of the contact. Here we see good power to the initial. A missed tackle by Claire Malloy. Lindsay Peat there, and Orla Fitzsimons steps off her left hand side, drives for the line. Brilliant, well taken try by Harris.
Well, it was just too easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 Irish players. Well, Malloy got a hand on her. The rest stood off, and in went Sinead Harries of Scarlets. Her first try of the Six Nations, her second try against Ireland in the last 6 months. The referee is going to go to the television match official. I'd say this is for a look at Lindsay Peat's high tackle.
Sarah, it's coming now.
Yeah, thank you, Claire.
And that is on Mel Clay.
Sarah, that is the best angle.
Okay, no problem.
In fairness to Clay, she got up and got on with it.
It's that one green has gone high, made contact around the neck. We've played through the advantage, and of Wales have subsequently scored. I'm going to bin one green and allow the conversion to happen. Are you happy with that?
Sarah, I agree. She pulls the player back. It's not just high.
You can't argue with that assessment.
Yep. No, correct call by the referee. You know, I know it doesn't look like there's force or anything, but she's pulling her back by the neck.
Look, we've seen it there as well on the footage. It's high, it's around the neck as well. It's going to be 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah. And she might even consider yellow is lucky, because that was always at pace, and in fairness to Clay, she got up and got on with it, but that could have been worse.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Lindsay was side-footed. She was on the left coming back, but her body position was way too high in itself. She should have never went for that at all.
Conversion attempt from Snowsill across the face of the post, but Wales have started this second half with a bang, and now just trail by 2. It's game on at Donnybrook. Ireland 14, Wales 12. Wales with a one-player advantage for the next 9.5 minutes.
Even we saw there on the missed tackle that by Lindsay Peat was high as well if she had connected with it. So she really needs to, when she comes back on 10 minutes, get her body position lower in the tackle.
And Briggs gets Ireland underway again, and it's watched into the arms of Kerry Phillips. Ireland really, and their captain, need to get a hold of this game, as Leah Lyons is slow to get back to her feet, and Wales have got all the momentum and all the confidence, and they go wide now, and up comes Megan Williams to make the tackle, and does really well to do so on Lake. One more pass and Wales had open country to work into. It's the try scorer Harries who lays it off to Lewis, and now Wales go back the narrower of the sides. It's the substitute Hannah Jones. Megan Williams goes in to try and rob the ball, but it's there for Parker. And one side and then the other, and Ireland up quickly defensively. Leah Lyons made the tackle, and it's still there for Snowsill, the 7th player, using all that skill set to try and unlock. Big tackle on Phillips, but not until she'd made a yard or 6. Mel Clay wrapped up by Ailsa Hughes. Quicker, more precise from Wales in this second half as Harries carries. And then the ball.
There must be a clear release.
Well, Claire not released, and Wales get the penalty, and they tap and go, which is a strange decision, and that's another huge tackle from Leah Lyons, and Briggs goes after the ball, but if you want a momentum stopper, that's it from Leah Lyons. Not once, but twice she has put in enormous tackles, and Briggs went over the ball, and it's turned over for Ireland.
Yeah, brilliant tackle by Lyons. Here we see it. Perfect and brilliant. Now you could question whether Lee Briggs is supporting her own body weight there, but referee calls it and penalty to Ireland.
And then she gets every inch she can out of the kick. You talk about momentum and moments, that's a huge one for Ireland. And Wales playing with such confidence. They really started this second half at a rate of knots. And Ireland, of course, forced into bringing on Cliona Maloney into the front row. Now, who's going to go? Ciara O'Connor is going. Actually, I thought it was a scrum. It's a line-out. They don't have to make that change yet. With Lindsay Peat in the bin, they're going to have to bring on a front rower, but they're making a change at hooker with Cliona coming in, and out goes Ciara O'Connor. Cliona Maloney started Ireland's first 2 games at hooker. Here's Leah Lyons, and it's taken by Fitzsimons, and Ireland go to them all, and there's Maloney with her hands on it, and they keep moving forward, and Wales are all over the place defensively, and the referee Sarah Cox has a hand out, and Ireland continue forward, and that's great change out of that line-out maul. They need to stay calm. Fitzhenry almost away, once, twice, eventually put to ground. Hughes, Fitzpatrick, good tackle from her opposite number, Harries. Tries to hold her up, and will come back for the penalty to Ireland. It's a cracking game now.
Yeah, it could go either way, really. That's brilliant by Ireland. It was controlled. Here we see the line out, Orla Fitz down. Nice body, low body positions, driving forward. Really good control by Cliona Maloney at the back. Paula Fitz could get a little bit lower in and a little bit tighter. And then there was great work by Katie Fitzhenry in the centre of the park coming back.
Briggs just throws it, or kicks it obviously into touch, just an inch or two in front of her, and we'll set up this line out again. And it doesn't go to hand, but it is there for Maloney, and Malloy has to rescue the situation for Ireland.
Drop 6 red!
Hughes
6 red, good.
can see it and has it. And Ireland will
Leave it
carry.
now, lost!
Hughes once more. Leah Lyons, she got through an amount of work.
Back.
Hughes again, Briggs. Ireland looking for another spark. Nuku might provide it. Nuku! Try Ireland. Try Ireland. The perfect answer. After Wales starting this second half at a rate of knots, Ireland have found their way back in.
Yeah, Ireland down to 14. It comes off the set piece again. And then really good between Niamh Briggs and Sene Nupu. Really good connection. That switch ball again that led to the first try in the first half. Great finish by Nupu.
Well, she's done it on more than one occasion, broken that Welsh line in the 51 minutes that have preceded, and on this occasion close enough to finish the job herself. Sene Nupu, terrific.
Yeah, there was poor connection in the Welsh defence, but Sene sees that gap and she fires through it and powers through over the line.
Sene Nupu, 2016 Rugby Writers and Players Player of the Year. 2018 gets a terrific try, of course. Nupu play sevens as well for Ireland, born in New Zealand. Very proud Irish centre, gets her try, and Briggs sticks the hand up to block out the sun and ensure that she has the target set with this conversion attempt. Looks to nudge it over, and she's done that. Over it goes. Ireland lead it by 21 points to 12.
Successful conversion by Irish half-half Niamh Briggs of the try scored.
It's a bad miss tackle by Lily Craft.
Yeah, she won't enjoy the video session next week when she sees that, but Nupu back on the line, and the Irish coach Adam Griggs will be relieved, you think, having taken a 14-point lead into the half. They had really caused themselves all sorts of problems, but back in a more dominant position on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if Wales can find another answer. Fitzpatrick carries. Ireland still down to 14, remember, 3.5 minutes left on that. Nupu, lovely little offload. Fitzhenry, pass didn't go to hand. McLaughlin
Scrum advantage.
just couldn't get her hands to it. Took a bang for trouble as Wales turned the ball over. Ireland, the architects of their own misfortune on that occasion, in the arms of Thomas. And then Wales find some space and have players over down this narrow side. Kick and chase from Bluck. The ball bounces up for Megan Williams. What could she do? And she steps back once, bounces off one tackle and gets to the safety of numbers. Ball protected by the Irish pack. And Hughes should, along with Briggs, be able to finish the clean-out job. And they do that. And Ireland breathe a sigh of relief. Briggs, is that a late hit? I have to say I was following the ball. Niamh Briggs slow to get back on her feet.
Yep.
Ball away, and
Time off.
I don't think there's anything in that from
Claire,
Thomas.
can you just check the actions of the
No.
Welsh
No, I
player
don't
on
think
the
so.
kick of Ireland,
Prior
please?
to that, though, really good scrambling and clearing their own lines by Ireland. Prior to that, though, they were very short on the blind side here. That's where Wales attacked down.
Okay.
So it's something that Ireland need to be
Yeah,
conscious
no
of,
problem
that
at all.
Wales
Thank
are
you
going to
very
look
much.
to attack back the blind side.
Sorry, time is off because she's being dealt with. TMO's checked it in the background. All is fine, okay? Yeah, of course. Time's off, all right?
Just take your 9 out of the back of the ruck.
Yep.
Just wrapping her when she's not on ball. But that's
Okay,
okay.
yeah,
You
fair
might
enough.
look.
Yep, yeah,
Thank
no
you very
problem.
much.
Yeah, Ciara just asking there to look that Ailsa Hughes isn't been taken out at the back of the ruck. I hadn't noticed it too much myself now, so we'll keep an eye on that. But, you know, clearly it's slowing Ireland's ball down.
What, a captain sowing a seed of doubt in a referee's mind. Shock horror.
Time on.
Here's Phillips, and that's good work off the line out for Wales. Cliona Maloney did well to hold her defensive line and not get sucked in there. And Griffin completed the job, but Maloney was the one that stopped Wales getting any change out of that because she didn't move, held her line.
You come in
And
a little
had
bit.
she not,
There you go.
the space would have been there for Phillips.
Yeah, here we see it. Just slows it down, and Ciara Griffin comes in to add momentum to put her into touch. But really good by Maloney, because Wales had used them all so much that you would expect them to use it again, and they didn't.
And Ireland's ball from the line out delivered by McDermott, and Ireland happy to go to the maul
Say
way
maul.
back inside their own 22 and suck the Welsh pack in and make them work hard as Fitzpatrick comes away with it again. She's had a terrific game. Paula Fitzpatrick held up now, gets to her knees, so that's the tackle complete. And the referee comes back for an
taking the
infringement
legs in
at
the
the
maul.
maul.
Again, we see that Irish maul when it's formed well, when everyone's working together, we're getting good yards out of it.
Briggs, that seemed to come off the side of her boot, and it did. And it's taken by Bluck, and she just kind of fires out a speculative pass that could have gone anywhere. Naupu up quickly to make sure that the tackle is there, and guess who's beside her? Claire Malloy, quickly followed by Griffin, and Griffin completes the job. And that's down to Naupu, Malloy, and then Griffin being absolutely determined and committed. Quick ball now, required Briggs, McLaughlin knocks it forward.
Prior to that, though, that was absolutely brilliant Irish play. Brilliant chase by Naupu up to make the tackle, clean up the ball. There's Malloy, Griffin. Fitzpatrick isn't too far behind. It's your back row working together.
Yeah, and Hannah Bluck will be no doubt spoken to by her players, because that pass
Okay, let's
really
go to put it on the
created
sideline,
chaos
just
for
down to the
Wales.
okay, yeah.
Totally unnecessary. They were in charge of the ball, and a speculative pass to no one in particular, and they find themselves retreating.
Yeah, and it was good then to see Niamh Briggs looking to get the ball into the wider channels. Claire McLaughlin really should have caught that ball, you know, and if she had, she would have had a nice run through.
All right.
A little bit of attention for Wales's captain, Keris Phillips.
Like to play a quick ball.
Ireland
Put them rolling way to ruck time.
making, of course, a change in the front row now.
That's okay.
17 into the game is Laura Feely,
Change for Ireland.
Galwegians
We've got the
club
hooker
member
still
born
down,
in
ladies.
Donegal.
Number 17,
Time's off.
Laura Feely.
So we've taken second row off, so Paula Fitz finds herself back in at second row again.
Only 13 seconds left on the sin binning, and that is the reason that Ireland had to withdraw their second row, Orla Fitzsimons, to allow a prop come on to replace Lindsay Peat.
Right.
Still more attention. There is Lindsay Peat on your left, Fitzsimons on your right. So Ireland will operate in this scrum without a number 8.
Crouch.
Surprised Griffin hasn't gone into 8 to lock this out, but Ireland obviously feel comfortable. And lay their flankers out in defensive. Well, look at that. Ireland 7 do a terrific job, and Claire Molloy comes away with the ball. Wonderful scrum from Ireland. Briggs, Nopu, now can they ship it? Flood, precious little opportunity to attack, has Flood, now Megan Williams straightens the line. Wales across to make the tackles. The ever hard-working Griffin carries the ball. It's the substitute Feely on her shoulder. Hughes, all action at scrum half. Nopu, little offload around the corner, doesn't go to hand. And the opportunity gone. But what about that scrum from Ireland 7? Remember, this is a scrum that was shoved off the ball not once but twice by the Welsh 8 in the opening 15-20 minutes. And wow, have they sorted it out as Lindsay Peat comes back.
Yeah, no problem. 17.
Yeah, here we see just Sene
So
Newcombe
the
just
bins
trying to
come back
force
on
a
the
little bit
17.
too much. She saw
Yeah,
the
just
space
change
was
it
out
over.
there. It's just the follow through with her
Okay.
hands. It was a bit low to
The
Katie
option is
Fitz, and she
there.
didn't
You
have
can
much,
have the line out.
much chance getting her hands on the ball.
Ireland's number 1, Lindsay Peat.
So
The option
Feely
is there for you.
makes
No,
way
listen,
as Lindsay
listen.
Peat
The
is
option,
in,
do you want the line
and
out or the
obviously
scrum?
back to the full 15
Right.
with Fitzsimons joining her.
Simon.
And Wales through their captain Phillips in
I don't see a
defensive
problem.
line-out duty.
Good
Taken at
contact.
the front. Ireland feeling they're competing for it and get it. Who was it? It was McDermott. McDermott comes up with the
Ireland's
ball.
throwing it in
Did
the
she
air.
get in ahead of Mel
No, it's
Clay?
gone down.
At that line out.
Finish it.
Well,
Okay.
if Clay got it, McDermott did enough to disrupt, and that's where the turnover has come. And what was a defensive line out for Wales has become an attacking scrum for Ireland.
Bind.
Ailsa Hughes, ball in
Set.
hand. Our mark approaches. Can Ireland shut this game out from here? Fitzpatrick in the scrum, completely controlled. Still a bit of work to do, still some way to go, but they're doing it. The pick, the go, and the try, and it's Molloy again.
No, we've done penalty here.
Ireland scrum. Well, no, the referee has said no. She didn't award the try.
Penalties here.
She's
Penalties
awarded
here.
a penalty.
No, penalties here. Penalties here. Penalties here.
And the referee hasn't said what the penalty is for.
I gave
But
the penalty
obviously-
before she went over, okay? It's just timing.
She gave the penalty before Ireland went over. Well, I'm not sure. The referee must have seen an infringement that Ireland made in order not to have allowed the advantage to continue, and we've gone back for the penalty. Well, one way or the other, referee not awarding the try,
Bind.
and we'll go to the
Set.
scrum again. And I think you can expect more of the same. Ireland trying to get that momentum. Fitzpatrick really squeezing and working.
Use the ball.
Hughes will use it. Briggs, Fitzhenry, and it's knocked forward and the opportunity is gone. It was a big, big call from the referee, Sarah Cox.
Yeah, I think her communication around that needed to be a little bit better to the players so they knew what was going on. I didn't see why she
So I'm off 9.
pulled it up and she didn't blow the whistle
Substitution.
in advance.
Let's see if we can hear this. This was
Replacement for Wales.
the scrum
Number
that
9,
Ireland
Reece
controlled.
Replacement number 21.
Listen for the
Jade
whistle. No sign of a penalty. Now there's the penalty. Well, as the ball is grounded, the whistle goes, and that's where the confusion came. But the referee clear in her mind that she'd already blown the whistle before Claire Molloy went over, and that's why the try was not allowed.
I think she would have liked to let advantage go a little bit longer, particularly because the Irish
Simon.
scrum was moving forward.
Crouch.
After all that, we'll resume with a
Bind.
put into the scrum
Set.
for Wales. There have been a couple of changes. get to those in a moment. Ireland, I can see, have
Just
introduced
it's just move in before
Hannah
the balls
Tyrrell
come in, okay?
on the
Steady
wing, the old
platform from
Belvedere
both sides, please.
winger in for McLaughlin. Tyrrell wearing number 23, played every minute of the Rugby World Cup for Ireland, has been on the 7th circuit. There she is, back on the wing for Ireland this afternoon.
Bind! Set!
Change at scrum half for Wales. Jade Knight is in. Harries does well, good offload, good tackle from Fitzhenry, but Wales have space. Ball in hand, and it's with Gluck. Kick over the top of Flood. Back goes Malloy and Williams. Malloy wins the race. Is there any race she doesn't win? Ball though not controlled by Ireland. Griffin goes fishing for it, the Irish captain. Eventually cleans it all up. Ailsa Hughes does well to extricate herself from that. Clean of Maloney as Wales throw everything they have at Ireland.
Penalty advantage, tackle
Good
out
work
the ball.
from Wales to get themselves into this position. And then Niamh
Yeah, I
Briggs
got that as well.
kicks cross field. And we'll come
We'll
back
set you
for a
offside.
penalty.
There's a tackle. So we had two advantages. There was a tackle off the ball over there, or an offside here. Yes, it is, yeah. Yep, okay.
Of course, new rules.
Offside.
Can take the penalty if there are numerous penalties from wherever you want. Referee can point them all out and you can choose where you want it from. Ciara Griffin just making sure that that's what was going on, and takes the penalty in midfield. Leah Lyons is receiving attention. That's Griffin having a word with Briggs. They'll be pleased enough, apart from the opening 6 or 7 minutes where Wales came out with real intent and Ireland were a bit asleep at the wheel.
Sorry, yeah.
Apart from that, it's
I didn't know who you were
much
asking.
improved from Ireland.
Yeah, no,
who you were
much
asking.
improved. Their accuracy has much improved this week. Just there, though, that was a really good Welsh attack, and they put themselves under pressure themselves by giving away a penalty. They'd worked the ball really hard from their own 22. They ran it, then a kick ahead, and then just gave away needless penalties when they really were putting Ireland under pressure.
Yeah.
Going to be
Number 4.
a couple of changes,
4.
one on either side. 19 coming into the game is Natalia John of the Ospreys, and she will come in for Siwan Lillicrap. And it looks like Ireland going to make a change at scrum half as well. I can see Nicole Cronin getting readied.
Good. Perfect.
Also with the jersey off is number 20, Adele McMahon, Galwegians back rower. Leah Lyons.
Maul.
At the back of the maul, Lyons again. And it's good work from the prop
Lost
forward.
now, off feet, wide.
Hughes digs it out. Briggs. Nupu offers herself on the angle. It's Sunny Nupu who sets Ireland up. Ailsa Hughes, she's been really busy at 9. Impressive all day. Megan Williams finds herself in midfield. Tackle from Snowsill. Niamh Briggs is hopping on one foot. Doesn't look good for the Irish out half. Snowsill. Oh, that's poor from Wales. Had the bodies there. Ball didn't go to hand. Tackle is eventually made, and it goes from Knight to Lewis. And a big tackle from Ireland. Here's Snowsill, and ball in midfield with Amy Evans. Knight, Snowsill once more. Ireland set their defensive line. At this time, the tackle is not made by Megan Williams, and Snowsill finds the ball again for Wales, but momentum on that attack is dead. Carol Thomas there for Knight once again. Harries. Tackle from Griffin. Wales meander their way into Ireland's half. Ball popped off to the winger Kavanagh Williams. Better from Wales, bit of momentum now, better handling. Here's Mel Clay, second row. Clay put to ground by Flood. Wales burst into the Irish 22, and Ireland doze off a bit in defence again. Leah Lyons goes after the ball, it's not there for her. It is there for Jade Knight, and now Snowsill. Snowsill calls the dummy and then fires the ball out to Hannah Jones, but she's washed all the way by Fitzhenry. Snowsill again. Harry's offload to Lake. Tackle comes from Hughes. Lake picks up the ball again and goes once more. That's the Irish 5 metre line. Quick, slow, quick again from Wales. Midfield taken by John. Ireland defensively connected once more. Lewis 4 metres short. Narrow side, Wales have players there. Can they execute in tight space? Doors shut by Briggs. But the ball, well, I was about to say controlled by Wales, but it's not controlled by Wales. And Ireland have turned it over. 2 metres short of their own line.
5.
And there are bodies
5 and 9.
taking a knee just about everywhere.
Green 5 and 9.
This is a brilliant run by Clay. You know, the ball back inside, good power. Well done to Kim Flood for coming across. And here we just see where Ireland turn over the ball. Good by Niamh Briggs. Then she holds on to the player while she's on the ground. What a turnover to Ireland.
Changes for Ireland. Scrum half and second row. There are the 2 women coming out of the game. Ailsa Hughes and Orla Fitzsimons, replaced by Adele McMahon and Nicole Cronin. Young Hughes has grown and grown into that 9 shirt over the 3 games we've seen her.
Yeah, today was one of her better performances, but that position isn't weakened with the likes of Nicole Cronin coming in. But I think Ailsa Hughes had a really good game today, really controlled, and particularly defensively, she hustled and harried that Welsh scrum half around the scrum and around the breakdown. So she had a really good game.
Yeah, an extra back rower in her performance today. And you're right, Nicole Cronin brings a significant amount to that position as well.
That's all right, they both just lost the strength, okay.
Well inside the final quarter of this game, 21 points to 12. Wales not gone away by any means. Still plenty of time, and they're in exactly the sort of place they want to be, albeit Ireland have to put into this scrum.
Yeah, we see Paula Fitz back into the second row with Adele McMahon onto the flank. Adele got about 30 seconds of her first cap the last game, so it's good to see her getting a good bit of time here.
That's her on this near side. Ball with Nopu.
Stay there!
McMahon carries.
Drop.
Cliona Maloney needs to look outside her. She had Tyrrell, and Tyrrell had a prop forward in front of her. Nicole Cronin hit hard by Bluck.
That's it, tackle.
Cronin, Leah Lyons.
Now off feet.
Briggs. Oh, blocked down from Snowsill. Cronin alive to it. Did well. Slowed down. Griffin will play scrum half. Ireland's captain can't dally for too long and ducks under the attempted tackle, eventually put to ground by John. Cronin. Briggs under pressure. She was never going to get that kick away. Lindsay Peat. It was charged down, says the referee.
Ball's here.
So everybody was on
Stay
side.
back foot. Use it!
Ireland just looking a little lost for a moment, and Nicole Cronin decides down there is where the ball needs to go. And Wales pick it up through Bluck. Out wide is Kavanagh Williams. Fitzhenry chases after Anupu as well. Kavanagh Williams afterburners on and into the 22. There's a fight over on this near side with a number of players involved. The Welsh captain is involved with Lindsay Peat, and the referee's going to have to go back, and this has got an edge to it. And just as the play goes dead, the players are separated by the touch judge over on this near side.
Okay, so Claire, did you get that?
Sarah Cox is coming over to have a word with Helen O'Reilly, and it's going to be up to Claire Hodnett in the TV van to have a little look at this.
Yep.
break them up and then the actions are 2 red.
Okay, fine.
There's a kick from Cronin. Now,
Let's
anything
just
going
walk up
on
here.
Fitzpatrick is there, and there's going to be. It's hard to. Surely, Phillips's go on Fitzpatrick is what got Lindsay Peat to try and pull Phillips away, and then it's going to be interesting to see what the TMO makes of this.
Claire, you've probably got a better view of this. It's not showing up anything great on the screen.
Okay, I'm going to show you that angle again. Watch the actions of
you make the
2 red and 1 green.
So Cronin's kick away. Now
2 red uses her hand to push 8 green into the floor. 1 green then retaliates and makes contact high round the neck.
Okay.
I'm not that sure that's, well, it is
So I'm going to take a penalty. I've got a penalty against red to start with for initiating that. I've then got green 1's retaliation.
Agree.
I'm going to stick with red originally starting that, okay, and go penalty against red back on the 5-metre line. Do you agree?
Yes, Sarah, I agree.
Okay.
Well, she's going to go with just that, and I guess both players are lucky in Lindsay Peat and the captain, Keris Phillips, that they're not both getting yellow cards, which would be curtains for Lindsay Peat.
Captain, I think please. They're both very, very lucky.
Captain.
Just hear what she says to the captain and the players.
And 1. Yeah. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Right. No, okay. I've got you originally starting this, okay? You've retaliated, you've then finished it, okay? I'm going to go with the original penalty against red, okay? Please stop. That's enough now. Okay?
Shaking hands, I think they'll get away with it, but they have got away with it. Do you know, it was needless, really. Bit of handbags. Paula Fitz didn't react to it, and it would have been grand. Lindsay shouldn't have got involved, and I know she's looking out for her teammate, but there was no need for her to get involved in that.
After all that, Niamh Briggs dispatches the penalty to touch, and it's going to be an interesting final 11 minutes. 9-point game. This is not done by any stretch. Another score for Wales in the next couple of minutes, and it'll be a very, very tight finish. Leah Lyons and Ireland will do all they can to try and shut this one down. Up goes Mel Clay to rob the ball for Wales, and into the 22 they go. Really good work from the second row. Nice says, I can't get at the ball, and Wales get a scrum when they might have got a penalty.
Yeah, I think Sarah Cox missed a few things today. I think that was a Welsh penalty. Paula Fitz was there, the mug collapsed. She didn't make much of an attempt to roll away at all. It was slow ball to Wales, and I think Wales are hard done by there.
Niamh Briggs is going to make way, and into the game comes Michelle Claffey, which means Nupu will move to 10, and Claffey will go to inside centre and change.
Yeah, please.
Also for Wales, as into the game comes Nia Ellen Davies, and out goes Beth Lewis in the back row. Davies wearing 20. It's there for Knight. Better scrum from Wales. Snowsill, and then it's through the three-quarters line. Great tackle from Megan Williams on Lisa Newman. Knight. Ball there for the scrum half once again. Wales having to force it a little now. Carry from Butchers. Tackle from Malloy, who sent her back to where she came from. Carry this time is from John. Into the final 10 minutes, 9-point game. Clay, Snowsill, through the hands once more. Up quickly to make the tackle is Nupu, and she doesn't make it, and away comes Jones. Knight. Big tackle this time from Nupu on Butchers. Knight. Ireland's defensive line again quick. Snowsell forced back inside, and after the ball goes Griffin, and that is a penalty to Ireland, and it is down to the work of the breakdown by Ireland's captain Ciara Griffin. Terrific.
Yeah, well done, Ciara Griffin. But we see Wales putting themselves under huge pressure. They're looking for this draw back pass to the 10. It's not going to hand. Here you see Sene up, misses the tackle. Karen Lake, good footwork and pace. That was off the initial attack when Megan Williams made the tackle out wide. But Wales, like, they want to play the ball out wide, but they're doing everything so deep. It's given Ireland the front foot in the defensive line that they're coming up hard, and it leaves Wales isolated then because their support players are so far away from them.
Leah Lyons, shortened line out for Ireland. Up go Wales, and Harry's back on her own side. Leah Lyons with another enormous tackle. She's been the enforcer in terms of the tackle count in this game without any doubt in terms of laying down markers. Jan Malloy has made more, but Lyons has made the ferocity.
There we see that by Wales again. They're looking for the pull back to Eleanor Snowsill, and the ball goes to ground because they're not looking at where they're passing, and they're really shooting themselves in the foot here in their attack.
Here's this tackle again.
So I'm off.
Not clever for a winger to run straight into a prop.
And well, she might feel it.
Ireland still going here now, looking for the bonus point try, no doubt. They've 8 minutes to do it. They're in a brilliant tackle position with a line out that's been 50-50, I suppose, you know, but when they get it going, when they get the maul going off it, it's impressive stuff.
Gillian, I think they're making a change for 14. Yeah.
I'm not surprised they're making a change because that is a bone cruncher, an absolute bone cruncher. And she's had maybe four of those through the game.
Right? Yeah, no problem. She's already off.
That is
just
the
send her
end
on.
for Hannah Bluck. And you feel for her. Wilkins in her place.
Time's still off.
And that's going to require some manoeuvring in the back line. It looks like Newman has been sent to the wing. She is back to the line out. Cliona Maloney there for Nicole Cronin, and Lindsay Peat drives the legs. Clay looks to rob the ball, but Peat holds on. Ireland get the numbers there. Cronin goes in search of the ball, eventually digs it out. Nupu. Now Nupu on the loop, and here's Hannah Tyrrell, and Tyrrell, she's done it! Ireland in, and that is surely that. Well created, wonderfully finished, and Ireland have a bonus point.
Yeah, it made it look really easy. It was an overthrow in the line out that Cliona Maloney cleaned up quite well. Then they just moved the ball. Sene Nupu with the wraparound, really good pass back to her, and space there, really good. Dummy and go herself. Good pace by Hannah Tyrrell, and a great finish for a bonus point try.
Substitute Claffey on that little pull around to Nupu, and the ball went to Tyrrell. Show go, and she has the pace.
Yeah, there was a disconnect there in the Welsh defence. The inside defence didn't come across to cover that gap, which left the two on the outside a bit exposed.
Kim Flood will take over the kicking duties in the absence of Niamh Briggs. Dublin GAA All-Ireland final. She's played her soccer with Castlebar Celtic in the FAI Cup final, and now Kim Flood has conversion points at fullback for Ireland's rugby team.
I think the girls will be really happy with this, coming away with bonus point try. You know, coming into it, they would have been nervous of Wales and what Wales would have brought, but they've dealt with it well.
McDermott did well to hold on there. Here's Malloy.
The maul!
The referee says maul, which means if Ireland don't get the ball back immediately, it will go to Wales, which it does. Turned over, and the plaudits go to Davies. let's talk about contenders for the Aon Player of the Match.
Yeah, I think you can look. Mel Clay has been impressive for Wales, you know, in the set piece and around the park. But I don't think that you can look too far past one of the Irish players.
One and three.
You know, Claire Malloy, she was outstanding in the first half. She backed it up in the second half.
Yep.
And she's a world-class player.
Thank you very much, Claire.
Everything good
So
that happens
the
from
clock in
Ireland,
the
whether it's
stadium is
defence or
correct.
attack, it comes from Claire Malloy.
She's a joy to watch. Aon Player of the Match, second week in a row in Donnybrook, or second match in a row. It's Claire Malloy. Leah Lyons makes way.
Binds.
She is
this
joined
side
by
as well, and
Lindsay
that
Peach,
side, okay?
which means that
Just sit back a little bit, okay?
Feely and
Make sure you
Reedy
keep the gap
are
as
in.
well, all right?
Yeah, like Claire Malloy has probably just come off a week of nights or something as well. You know, she's a doctor, she works unbelievable hours. To have herself in the peak condition that she does, and just the performances that she puts in week out are just so impressive and inspiring for the rest of her teammates of what she does. And she'll love nothing more than getting it up against Wales where she lives, and, you know, plays probably rugby with some of these girls.
Crouch. Binds.
Inside the final
Set.
4 minutes, we tick. And the front rows go down.
Okay.
And Wales in many ways will be
When your
kicking
body
themselves
positions this
because
side, okay, you leave the gap. Body positions
as
this
Claire
side,
Malloy-
you stay up as well.
Claire Malloy is announced to the crowd as the player of the match. Wales will be kicking themselves in the first half. Lots of possession, lots of territory, couldn't convert. Came out of the blocks and shut that 14-point lead down to 2 inside, 6 or 7 minutes? Well, they just ran out of ideas. And Malloy raises her game again. Here's Naupu. Claffey sets it up for Cronin and Naupu again. Takes 2, maybe 3 Welsh players to stop Naupu in her tracks. Cronin and Griffin and Ireland are absolutely brimming with confidence now, led by their captain. Davies goes after the ball, but Cronin has it. And Claffey once more, and they ship it on. And it's Feely who has it and sets it up for Cronin once more. And now Megan Williams, who straightens the line, has the support there.
Lost now, Red, leave it!
Red told to get their hands off it, and they don't, and Cronin is hopping up and down, but no penalty coming. Wales up on Fitzpatrick as they try to strip the ball away from Ireland's number 8, but it's there again for Claffey and Cliona Maloney. And she's had an impact since she was introduced. Naupu once more. Claffey did well. Fitzhenry maybe could have got it away, but does now, and Flood picks it up and retreats but secures possession. Wales commit the bodies, but ball is still there for Ireland with 2 Welsh players over on the wrong side, and Cronin eventually gets the pass away to Naupu, and that's great hands from Feely to Griffin, and Griffin onto it. McDermott, Cronin, Naupu, Malloy's away, Claire Malloy, what a finish, what a player, magnificent, utterly fitting that the doctor finishes it out on the wing. Claire Malloy puts the icing on the cake for Ireland.
That was an absolutely brilliant try, and we think things were going, we thought we were going into touch. Here we can see Sene Naupu just drawing past, but prior to that, Claire Malloy's finish at 78 minutes to still have that speed, power and pace. She's just phenomenal. But I was so impressed with the interlinking between the backs and the forwards, that there was brilliant offload from Laura Feely. Cliona Maloney took a big hard run that set up a really quick ruck to allow it, but look at that from Claire Malloy, what an athlete.
Terrific feat. It bamboozled the final Welsh defender, and Malloy in, and Griggs must be happy. You know, he's taken this team over at a junction, and he should allow himself a smile, because this team has been under pressure, and it wasn't a great start against France, but there were signs through the scrum and other aspects that they were beginning to settle in, and now the confidence is coming and the patterns, and they're a long way off what they can be or what indeed they should be. But as Flood adds the extra 2, There are building blocks there, Fiona, and that is what Irish women's rugby needed to see through this Six Nations Championship.
Yeah, I think it's really important after a World Cup that it's not going to be perfect, and you do need to look to build with new faces in, new coach, and these home games are the things that they would have been targeting. I know you say you want to go out and win every game, but realistically it's these 3 home games they're looking to target, and if they can finish 3rd in this championship, I think they're in a good place.
Scrum advantage.
Indeed, and they have the test of Scotland next and the ultimate test of England in the final game, and they will want to give a significantly
no advantage, and you're always going
improved
backwards.
account of themselves at the end, facing England, having done so poorly against France from the outset.
Yeah, they've been looking to see where that improvement has taken them, but you know, that English game, that's not going to be in the back of their minds at the moment. I think the full focus after today is going to be on that Scotland team, and then they'll come look at England. But you know, England have supreme talent coming through, and you know, it's going to be a tough one. So just their focus is going to be on Scotland for the next day.
Final act of the play sees Ireland scrum again, put the pressure on.
Ball is here, leave it red, leave it red.
Wales told to get their hands off it.
Yep, thank you.
This will be it. Malloy belts the ball into touch, and Ireland have won the day. In the end, it was pretty emphatic, and there's joy on the faces and a spring in the step of this Irish women's side, and it's a joy to see, having gone through some pretty dark times in the World Cup, and there's still a long way to go and a lot to build on, but that is an improved performance. And they've won at Donnybrook by 35 points to 12. The captain will be pleased. They will move on to another training weekend next weekend and then show up against Scotland, and they will want to build on that once more.
Yeah, and I think they've done a lot. They had a weekend off last weekend, and they had to fix a lot of things from the Italian game. You know, they left tries on the pitch, and they've spoken about that, about their accuracy, about finishing off things, and they finished more of them off today, but there's more learnings that they will take from today as well. This Welsh team, I think they put themselves under pressure that allowed Ireland into the game a little bit more. The Ireland defence was impressive in the sense of hold tight, but it wasn't ever really challenged apart from the start of the second half. So, you know, the Irish defence still needs to work. I still think it can come harder off the line and put teams under more pressure. But I have to say, it was an impressive performance today. And you look at the likes of Aoife McDermott in there getting her first cap. You know, she stood up well, and she won some line-outs. She was good around the park, and they're key things. It's bringing new players in and getting this game time. Likewise with Edel McMahon. You know, she played for the Barbarians, and now she's in getting a good 14 minutes.
Well, there's the full-time score. Ireland have won it by 35 points to 12, and the Aon man of the match, Claire Malloy, is downstairs with Damien.
And Claire has just been presented with her award by Danny Rafferty from Aon, a second player of the match award in 2 games at home, but far more importantly, I'd imagine, a really big and important win for this squad.
Yeah, no, it was massive. Last August I was watching this game in the sidelines, so I just really wanted to go out there and enjoy myself, and I'm just so proud of the girls, the grit that we showed. We obviously sad to concede those 14 points in the first few minutes of the second half, but then scoring when we're a man down, you know, that's what we got to bring for us in the next 2 games, with Scotland coming back here next 2 weeks' time.
How vastly an improved performance